My life has been extremely chaotic, so welcome to this video. Hello and welcome to this video. My name is India. I'm a 4th semester nursing student, and today I just wanted to talk about everything preceptorship and just how that went for me, if it was what I expected versus something completely different. My preceptorship ended last week Tuesday, so I kind of wanted to do this video before I forget everything, honestly. And then also I kind of have some really exciting news for myself to share and for my family and all of that, so I'm super excited. So without further ado, let's get straight to the video. So for my school, we had to do 7 12-hour shifts with our preceptor, and some people did choose nights, so we did have that option, which was really cool. Unfortunately, we did not have options like NICU or surgery or labor and delivery, things like that, but we did have like one girl got to go to the ER, ICU, things like that. For me, I was on a nephrology floor. I thought that would be I don't know. My second was cardiology, and now in hindsight, I probably should have did a cardiology floor, but it is what it is. I did get to see a couple of cardiac things anyway, because nephrology and cardiac. So I was on a nephrology floor, and like I said, I did my 7 shifts with my preceptor. I did days, so that was 6:45 a.m. to 7:15 p.m. and it was, I think I had a really good preceptorship, and I am very thankful for that because I know people who did not have a very good preceptorship. My preceptor was amazing. She was so sweet. She was very patient with me and very kind. She kind of explained everything that she was doing. She let me get my hands on things. So it was just really nice. I will say that first day as a nursing student, you need to figure out, not tread lightly, but you need to make sure that you build that rapport with your preceptor. So like the first day, and they were kind of switching over into a new system as well, so it was just very hectic and overwhelming for everybody and all of that, so I completely understood that. So for me, I just helped where I could. I didn't try to step in and overdo it and overwhelm her even more. That would not have been helpful. So I kind of just read between the lines, if that makes sense. So for me, that first day was very much just getting used to where the unit was, how to find things on the unit, and my preceptor did show me where to find things and where things go and all of that, and your preceptor should be doing that. And the first day I just spent watching. I did. I watched the first day. I watched her flow. I watched her mind think and her mind wander. She explained things to me very well. And that's kind of how I expected the first day to go, to be completely honest. So I wasn't upset with that. But then that second day, I went ahead and start kind of putting myself out there a little bit more. So, hey, while you hang medications, I'll go ahead and open your PO medications for you. Things like that kind of made her okay, she can kind of do some things without me having to tell her. Just simple things like that. I think it made her open up a little bit more to like, okay, she's capable. She can go ahead and she can do this. So then by that 3rd, 4th day, yes, I was hanging medications and doing things and just really get my hands on. So it was just really nice. We built a very good relationship. She very kindly said, hey, if you ever need a reference, I can be that for you. So we had a very good relationship. So what I learned from this preceptorship is time management. And we all know about time management, but to see a nurse actually work and see how she manages her time and why she's prioritizing the things that she's prioritizing, it makes a lot of sense. And then also CNAs. As a CNA myself, as a nurse tech myself, I completely understand that side of it but like you really don't understand how helpful the CNAs are. And again, this is coming from a nurse assistant. Like, we help so much because there were times where my preceptor and I, it was just us. There was no CNA there. And so having to do total care on 5 patients, on top of giving your meds and doing what you're supposed to do on, on your end, it's a lot. It is a lot. And I just didn't really see it from that standpoint. I will forever keep that in my pocket when I go on to be a nurse. Like, they are so helpful. And I really didn't even see the value in it myself, being a tech. Like, oh, I'm just a tech. But like, honestly, when techs were there, it literally made our days just so much easier. I will say that. I will say I did see some growth in myself. This preceptorship couldn't have went any better for me. There was a day where my nurse was just the medication nurse. And one, again, time management, but two, I got my hands on so many medications. And so that was really nice to get my hands on. And that really grew my confidence, because I was so scared to touch the pump. I'm gonna be dead honest. I just didn't have confidence in that area. But after that day, I had so much confidence that I could literally set the entire thing up with just her watching. And she was like, you don't even need me. Like, you can set the entire thing up. This is awesome. I just saw a little bit of everything with that. And so I just thought it was just a really good learning opportunity to get my hands on some things and just do it over and over, because that's how I learn. But she was so patient, so kind. And I can remember I was opening a medication and it fell on the floor. And I felt so bad, but she was like, it's okay. She was like, hey, I've dropped an entire cup of medications before. She was like, it is okay. She didn't get upset. She didn't get angry. She didn't say, okay, now you're not going to do anything else. Like, nope. We put the medication where it's supposed to be, and she got another one, and that was that. It was just a good preceptorship overall, and the 7 shifts went by so fast, and the other nurses were very nice as well. They talked to me like I was just a coworker of theirs and not a nursing student. It was a really nice experience, and I'm glad that I got to do it. Getting that other side of it is very helpful. I'm never going to turn down the opportunity to go in there and talk to a patient, to go in there and do my assessment. That is kind of where I would recommend a nursing student to go in and kind of take charge of your own learning. I would take it upon myself to go into the patient's rooms and talk to the patients and explain who I am, explain what I'm going to be doing today, and doing my own head-to-toe assessment for myself. That's something that I took charge of for my own learning. You know, if there's times where you don't have a CNA, I got those vitals. I don't need her to tell me to go get them while she's looking up her medications. Hey, I'll go in there and get the vitals. It takes 5 minutes. That's just one thing that I do. I just take initiative, and I think they're more open to you when you do things like that. Like, you know, we're coming out of a patient's room, and let's say the patient asks her for water, or she asks, hey, is there anything else I can get you? If the patient says water and a snack, I'll already be out the door getting the water and the snack. So just things like that. And I didn't just do them to make sure she lets me do stuff. She was already going to do that anyway, because again, she was an amazing preceptor. But I did that because it just helps to be efficient. So that would be like my one takeaway, my one advice tool or tip, is to just be proactive, be productive, be efficient, and just be helpful. And I think, and just read the room. Like, read the room. If something is crazy going on, you watch first, and then you ask questions after you come out of that room. Just really think about things that you're saying, that you're doing, and make sure you're following your school's rules. So that is like my one advice tip for sure. That's kind of my wrap up for my preceptorship. And so now I'm kind of moving in on awesome life updates. So as you can see here, there is a box. We are moving in 18 days. So again, I have 18 days until penning, and we're literally moving the night of penning. Like, my husband wants to be packed up, ready to go. We're gonna have dinner with my family when they come down after pinning, and then we're gonna head out. So on top of doing everything else in these last few weeks of nursing school, simulations, finishing up preceptorship, I have finals and still exams that I have to do, HESI that I have to do. I'm also packing to get ready to move back home to Michigan. So that's a lot. So we've been down here in Tennessee for about 2.5, 3 years. We're just moving back because family, I guess I would say, like all of our family is back in Michigan. It's just my husband and I and our 2 dogs down here. We're just excited for the move back. And some also very exciting news is I got a job, which I'm very excited. I got a job in Michigan. It's on an observation unit. So that's quite interesting for those who don't really know what that is. It's kind of an extension of the ED. They support the ED. Obviously, it's contingent on passing my NCLEX, but nonetheless, I still got the job offer. So I'm very, very excited. I think it's gonna be a very good fit for me. It'll be 3 days a week, so it's full time, 3 12s, and it's every other weekend. I'm very, very hopeful that I will be a good nurse and that I'll pass my NCLEX and all of that. I'll be making videos surrounding my NCLEX and what I'm using, because I honestly still don't know, and all of that stuff. So all of that stuff is definitely to come. I applaud the other nursing students who are this busy and then they still upload every week, because I have been in the trenches. So kudos to y'all, because I don't know how y'all do it. That is all that I have. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.